Welcome to another episode of the Mindy Fanshaw Fancast. My name's Tim, and with me, as always, are the best people on the planet, Anonymous Alex and Jenna. How are y'all this week?
Yeah. I am so disappointed in you.
Okay, well, I guess we'll start by talking about Mindy Fanshaw.
Oh, no.
So doubling down on the Mindy Shaw Fancast.
Alex, why don't you tell us what happened in Heartland?
I sure can. So, Heartland is abuzz with the arrival of Mindy Fanshaw. She is some famous movie starlet that is coming to Heartland to brush up on her riding skills. Everyone signs the non-disclosure agreements, and she comes to town immediately buying the fancy Swarovski crystal belt that Amy and Soraya have been eyeing up. Once she makes it to Heartland, Mindy doesn't stop disrupting life. Her demands are outrageous, and her consideration for other people, non-existent. Lou takes Mindy to the cabin, promising that while they couldn't get the Egyptian cotton sheets she asked for, she can guarantee that they've never been touched by anyone else ever, only to find out that Mallory is hiding in them. After they sort out the whole cabin incident and Mallory goes and signs the non-disclosure agreement, we find out that Mallory ran away from Catholic nun school, which I can't blame her for. Anyways, Mindy begins her tune-up, here the quotation marks in my voice, with Amy, and to no one's surprise, she totally lied about being able to ride at all, and Copper does his doggone best, but Mindy still almost manages to beef it off of the very chill lesson pony that is that horse. Mindy also then tries to drive a wedge between Amy, Ty, and Caleb by flirting with the boys and becoming buddy-buddy with Amy before pointing out, like, hey, you know you're totally, like, leading everyone on, right? And, generally being outrageous. The only moment she seems to show any humanity at all is when she's talking about Pegasus. She seems to take a shine to the older horse who isn't doing well at all and has to have a vet visit during the episode. Anyways, paparazzi descend on the town looking for Mindy, but everyone's staying pretty quiet about it, at some cost to Amy, because of course Soraya and Ashley can tell she's hiding something because Amy's never told a freaking lie in her life. But it all comes to a head when Mindy convinces Caleb to take her on a trail ride, and then lies and says, Amy said I could ride Pegasus. So they head out, and Amy gets back and is like, hey, Ty, where is everybody and also Pegasus? And Ty is like, out on a trail ride. You said it was fine. It's not fine. So Amy busts out of there, gives chase, and catches up right as the paparazzi finds them in the woods and spooks Pegasus, sending him bolting away. Mindy falls off, and as it turns out, is pleased by the photo op because she set it up. Pegasus does not come out unscathed at all. He has so many stone bruises on the soles of his feet that he can't actually walk. And after initially pushing back and being like, it totally wasn't my fault, Mindy realizes it is indeed her fault. And as she leaves, she takes some modicum of responsibility for it and decides to leave Heartland a 5-star review to make up for her terrible behavior. She also leaves the belt at the shop for Amy, who then gives it to Soraya, which magically fixes their relationship. You tell me what we learned in that episode. I don't know. That was the first one that we watched.
We learned that Amy and Soraya like hideous-ass belts.
It's so ugly.
Right? It looks like some kind of skinny wrestling championship
It's
belt.
hideous.
Like it was terrible.
I hate it so much.
Well, okay. What happened in the second episode?
Oh, my favorite episode, horse divorce. So Lisa brings to Amy a beautiful horse, a gorgeous mare who charms everyone with her beauty and her wit and just being a great horse until she pulls a Jekyll and Hyde and turns on the humans. Lisa's like, this horse is so bad that I actually divorced my ex because of this horse. And literally they call this horse the divorce horse, which is my favorite because that is what we also call hors d'oeuvres. Anyways, Mackenzie shows up. That's right, Lou's hypochondriac friend from New York, and she's going to get married at the ranch. But as soon as she shows up, we can tell that she is a deeply changed woman because the airline lost all her luggage, including her wedding dress. And she's like, hey, man, things happen. Totally cool. Food allergies, gone. Inability to have caffeine, not a problem anymore. Since meeting her fiancé, she is cured of every ailment she has ever had. Meanwhile, Amy's still working with Lisa's horse, who's doing great. Everything's awesome. This horse is so good. They do have to keep her inside at all times per Lisa's request, but otherwise she's the perfectest baby angel there ever was. And Lisa, who's at the farm looking at her horse, also realizes she knows Mackenzie's parents. And this is where everything begins to fall apart. She begins to meddle, offering Lou help, knowing how much the parents will expect from this wedding. So instead of the small country farm wedding, it becomes huge. Instead of outdoors in the nature, it's in a giant tent. Instead of wildflowers on the table, it's done up bouquets that cost $1 billion. The wedding scope creep is real. When Mackenzie's fiancé finally manages to make it out there after all the delays and natural disasters and whatever else he's run into, he's shocked to find out how much these plans have changed. He tries to roll with it, but it's the first of many large bumps. And while that's happening, the divorce horse also shows the first signs of aggression going after Amy. The wheels begin to come off. There's 150 people coming to the wedding. Ty and Amy are sniping at each other during training. Caleb is being a big tough guy towards Ty, thinking he's going after Amy. And when tensions rise to a breaking point, Mackenzie realizes that her fiancé never loved her and they break up. The curse is real. The wedding is off. And that's when Mallory, having a book labeled How to Break Curses 101, shows up, mixes some herbs together, rubs it on the horse's nose, and the next thing we know, Mackenzie's fiancé shows up on horseback in a full suit of armor to win her back, and they realize they actually are in love, and dang it, they're going to get married now, just the two of them, and Grandpa Jack, and Amy, and Caleb, and Mallory, and Ty, and Lisa, but just the two of them, and the wedding goes off without a hitch, and Lisa gifts her the divorce horse who can live at her fiance's ranch in Montana, and all is well, except between Lou and Lisa, because Lisa's meddling has driven a wedge between them, a permanent wedge, and also she gave out Lou's personal email information to a guy to try and hook her up with the guy, and that's to be continued.
There was one thing that happened in this episode that made me truly happy.
Yeah.
And it was the moment when Ty turned around and said, "It's not all about you, Amy." I was like, he gets it.
He gets it.
He said the thing.
Also, if Lou and Lisa are going to get in a fight, I will side with Lisa 100% of the time.
Ask him why, Alex. Alex, ask him why.
I have to know why. I was going to ask anyways, but now I double have to know why.
Because she was Captain Power's pilot.
That's why she was so adept at driving a wedge between them.
Yes.
She could fly a wedge between anyone.
Mm-hmm.
She could. From 1,100 miles per hour. I assume that's how fast Captain Power's ship went. I don't know if it was a ship. I'm making a lot of guesses based on what you said.
So many guesses.
He flew a ship.
Her character's name was literally Pilot.
Pilot. Mm-hmm.
First name Pie, last name Lot.
So it was Jennifer, but her like
Jennifer Pilot
hero
Chase.
name. Yeah, Jennifer Pilot Chase.
Jennifer Chase is an incredible name.
Right?
She was actually recovered. She was raised in the Dread Youth.
Mm-hmm.
And converted to Captain Power's side.
Yeah, she converted to Powersism.
Powersism. Mm-hmm.
So, okay, let's just say real quick, Lisa wasn't played by Captain Power's pilot, who would you side with?
Oh, Lou. Lou completely.
Yeah, dude.
Like, yeah, she completely overstepped.
You don't give random people my email. Don't do that.
I have
I'll give plenty of random people my email.
I continually give random people your email.
Yeah.
But it's also
Explains a
my
lot.
email. It's horsegirls@gmail.com.
No.
That's not even the
don't think
email.
there's
Horsegirlspodcast@gmail.com.
I don't think there's
I don't
any
know.
problem
I'm
with
doing my
her
best.
saying, "Hey, I'm worried about this," or "This might be a thing you should be worried about." Like, that's genuinely helpful. She way overstepped, and it did not help the situation. It in fact hurt the situation. So
Yeah. She was suddenly an overbearing mom.
yeah.
And she's she's not Lou's mom.
But it was funny because she was being an overbearing mom about an overbearing mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And Grandpa Jack at the end really threw me. I thought for sure he was going to be like, Lou, I understand where you're coming from. Instead, he's like, I've never been so disappointed in anybody as you. And it's like, for what? For what?
I think it was not what she said, it was how she said it.
I think she deserved to say it that way at that point.
You may be right. But that was how I took it.
Did he?
Not
wait,
as
did he say
you're
that?
wrong,
Did
as
he
in
use
you're
that
mean.
line on both of them? Because he also said it to Lisa.
When did he say it to Lisa?
That's why she didn't go to the wedding.
I thought she just wasn't invited to the wedding.
No, like everybody at Heartland and Grandpa Jack could have brought her to the wedding as his +1.
He might have. I missed it if he did, or I don't remember it. Let me put it that way.
Because he
Jenna's gonna have to
explicitly
rewatch
told
the
her
episode now.
not to say anything to Lou.
Oh, he did say
And
that.
then they were in the kitchen and Lisa left. And Lou was like, Lisa just tried to set me up with some stranger. And he walked out to talk to Lisa and was like, I have never been more disappointed in you. And let me
What if
tell
he
you
just
what.
walks around saying that to everybody?
Let me tell you something. If that man walked up to me and said it to me that way, I would be like, oh my God, I'll do better. Just like Boyd Martin should.
He should say that to Boyd Martin.
He should say that to Boyd Martin. He'd do better. I did see a TikTok of Boyd Martin this week where he's like, I really think I'm starting to fit in down here in Florida. And he was walking out of like the Equestrian Hotel, getting into a Lamborghini and some shit, like with a fancy watch and fancy clothes and shit like that. And I'm like, do better, Boyd Martin.
The only thing that like comforts me is that I know that he does not own any of those things.
Yeah, 1000%. Where'd that guy get that suit of armor?
Where did he get the horse?
Where did he get the horse?
I had so many questions.
How far did he ride that horse with the suit of armor on?
Oh my God, because there was no car in the background. There was no trailer.
Yeah.
He could have ridden for miles.
How much sweat was pooling in his shoes?
Can I tell you the other thing that really distressed me about that was like, I had to remind myself that like the actors were probably having fun because the secondhand embarrassment of like having to ride like that past Grandpa Jack and Ty and Amy, who are all like, and Caleb, like all the cowboy people. I was like, they will mock you mercilessly. Like, you have to stop. And then I had to be like, no, they're actors. They probably enjoyed this day. They probably thought it was funny and fun. It's okay. I had to really talk myself off a ledge.
Wait, okay. So if you were hanging out at the barn, riding horses and rustling cattle, and somebody rode up in a full suit of armor, you would just make fun of them?
I wouldn't, and I would probably be one of the people in a suit of armor riding up to the barn, if we're being honest. But if I was at a barn with a bunch of like cowboys, I would be a little self-conscious about it. And especially if I was going up to the barn to announce that I had a true love that I came back to rescue, I would feel very embarrassed about that. If you're going to be a knight in shining armor, do the cool sword fighting stuff.
Yeah.
Don't just go find a girl.
Cool sword fighting is the correct way to go. However, if somebody did make fun of me for riding up in my suit of armor on a beautiful horse, I would be like, haha, you put this shit on. Go ahead.
Okay, I do need to add another caveat too. Specifically the way he did it, like very unbalanced and falling over.
Yes.
If you rode up competently on a horse, that changes the whole equation.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of having a problem with something you just said.
Who? What?
You said
Okay.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
that don't go do it for a girl. Go and do sword fighting. This is a guy in Canada who magically found a horse and a suit of armor, and now you want him to find not only a sword, but another person on a horse in a suit of armor with a sword so that he could do
The other
battle.
person
with it.
doesn't
Stop
even have to
settling,
be-
ladies.
Yeah, honestly.
I just think, what are the odds? What are the odds?
The other person doesn't even have to be on a horse. They can just be in the suit of armor with a sword.
That's right. They could be.
Well, that doesn't seem very sporting.
It's absolutely fine if you're fighting them in war.
Okay, two dudes in armor does not a war make?
But it's the start.
Does a battle make?
Does it?
Yeah. For real?
I think two dudes fighting in armor is an embarrassment. And then like maybe when you have like, I don't know, 10 or so on each side, you could say battle. But like just two dudes, you're like, this is kind of sad to watch.
In my mind, what you did was like you just named what a group of two dudes, like, oh, two dudes, that's an embarrassment.
Yeah.
Like that's what you call it. And then it's a flock if it's four.
Okay, you've seen me and Scott together. Two dudes is an embarrassment.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
He got you there.
But I just don't know like why it has to be two. Like one can be an embarrassment.
Oh, shit. Wait, she got you
well,
there.
you can't have one crow that's a murder of crow.
Yeah, but like...
You got to have two to make it named something. Two dudes to be an embarrassment.
I mean, it's fair. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
20 dudes is a battle.
One dude is just an
need
attempted
20.
embarrassment.
Yeah.
I do like that. One dude is an attempted embarrassment. Two dudes is an embarrassment. 20 is a battle? Like 10 isn't a battle? Like 5 on 5?
No.
That's a hockey game right there. That's not a battle?
Yeah, that's a West Side Story.
They're not snapping.
You don't know. Anytime
with
I've
those
seen
gloves?
10 dudes.
With those armor gloves?
Yep.
Clack.
They do it like that.
Clack.
Yeah. I had something else I wanted to add. Now I've forgotten it.
Oh, no.
Was it about
This
the
is
suit
my
of armor
existence.
guy?
I don't know. I think it was about an embarrassment.
Was it about how awkward Kit looked when Ty looked at her during the wedding? Because that about made me crawl out my skin.
What about when they like, this is going back to the first episode, when they kissed after they got back from lunch, like the kiss in the background that Kit and Ty shared made me want to crawl out of my skin.
Yeah. Yeah, it was awkward and weird and gross and I hated it. And like there's nothing technically speaking, if you're looking at the if you're looking at the platonic ideal of kisses, it's fine, sure. But there was just something there that made me go, mm-mm.
Yeah, they have like negative chemistry. They're like two magnets with the poles pushing. It's not good. And I don't know what it is. They're both good actors. What the hell? What is it?
Maybe we're not supposed to want to see them together right now. Maybe that's the point.
Yeah.
You think it was an intentionally awkward thing?
Yeah, maybe.
To
Like
like
Twilight?
show Ty's like inner turmoil.
Yeah. How about when that horse bit Amy and it turns out that the horse is actually a vampire? Because it was a perfect vampire bite.
That was pretty good. Yeah, I've never had a horse bite that looked like that.
No.
Ever.
No. Teeth went right in. Paper thin skin.
the thinnest of skin. The tissue paper of humans.
Oh, I remember what it was now. I was trying to turn, because you said one guy could be an embarrassment. I was trying to turn one guy into the famous swan sticker, I'm just a yerk looking for my third. So like it was something like I'm just half an embarrassment looking for my second, but I like couldn't get there. I couldn't figure out how to get there.
I would love a sticker from Swan that's just like a picture of a regular guy and it just says attempted embarrassment on it.
Yeah. Ask Scott if he'll model for it.
I'm sure he will. Or I'll just take a picture and send it. Like, honestly, any pose that he pulls for a photo is pretty much baseline.
I've seen the hand on the hip thing.
Have you seen hands under the belly? Like, he does Grinch bod pose. Like, anytime you think of Jim Carrey in his lair, it's a Scott pose.
Scos.
Okay,
so you're riding along on your horse in your suit of armor with your sword.
As one does.
As one does.
And you happen upon, at the crossroads, another person, suit of armor, sword, horse. What is your first reaction?
Hail and well met.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not to battle.
No, you have to determine if they're like an
Friend or foe.
ally.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you determine if they're friend or foe?
What banner are they sporting?
Who do you serve?
Who is your
Nike?
lord? Ooh, foe. Battle.
I was
Immediately.
just thinking, I don't know. I couldn't think of any other company in that moment.
Were you having like a, what's the movie? Jenna, what's the movie? Knight's Tale. Were you having a Knight's Tale moment? Thank you, Jenna.
Okay, you're welcome.
How?
Because they did the Nike emblem on the suit of armor. That was the joke, is that the guy that does metal that has a name that I've forgotten, that's his thing. When he builds the armor, the super light one, he puts the Nike swoosh on it.
Yeah.
I don't remember that joke.
You gotta watch A Knight's Tale.
I've seen A Knight's
We should
Tale.
watch it
You
again.
gotta watch it and refresh yourself.
Yeah.
It had Jarvis in it,
It has a
Famously-
lot of people in it.
in Master and Commander.
It's got a lot of people in it. Alan Tudyk's in it.
Alan Tudyk is in it.
Blacksmith? Is that the word I was looking for?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Bean is dying.
Internally and externally. I'll wait for the chat.
He's just going to message you
needs to-
directly. How dare you spit in my face?
Just gotta clear my day. Like, just put this release date on the calendar and be like, Bean's gonna need some interaction time.
Bean has yet to forge my Beskar armor.
Oh, no.
He might be busy working on pony armor.
I'm never going to
Nice.
make it as a Mandalorian. So yeah, Heartland was fun.
I think, hang on. I need to go
Whoa.
back for 1 second.
Oh,
Okay.
Jenna, did Tim tell you the other day that I made a perfectly accurately correct Mandalorian joke and he was stunned?
he did not tell me
I-
this. How did you not tell me?
No. Okay.
Hang on. You did not.
I don't think you made the joke.
I did too.
Oh,
I think. Oh, wait, you did. You did. But somebody else had said something. And then you made the Mandalorian joke. And I was like, I can't believe you got that reference.
Yeah, you said, show me
Yeah.
the baby. And I said, we got Grogu up in here, something like that.
That's right.
And
That's
then
right.
Casey said, I thought that was from other property. I can't remember which one. And Tim
Yeah.
was like, I'm stunned that you got that right.
Yeah, it was out of nowhere.
Nailed it. I can't believe you didn't leave the room after that recording and shout it.
I failed.
was that the same recording where I had to check on you like 13 times because I was like, I don't know if they are yelling or laughing.
Probably because I think that's happened a couple of times recently.
Yeah, it's always good when you don't know if like the screaming
Yeah.
is good or bad.
No idea.
Speaking of screaming, what do we have for horse news?
I have news. I have horse news. So it is, as of today when we're recording this, once again, I'm going to like absolutely break the illusion that we record these live and that you're listening to this as we're saying it. It's Paris Fashion Week, and Stella McCartney is showing a collection. That's right, McCartney related to et cetera, et cetera. I'll get to that in a second. But the important thing here is that for her fashion show, she did it in an arena with horses in the middle, 5 bay horses, 5 white horses, and had them performing in the middle while like her collection was being shown walking around the outside. And like, I love that so much. The clothes, not great. Her company has not made a profit since 2017. So like, is she a good designer? That's not my problem to worry about. I care about the horses that were in the arena. And also, like, another kind of cool thing about her clothes is that she doesn't use any animal products, like no leather, no fur, no feathers, nothing like that. It's all like mostly recycled, mostly like reused, like all sorts of very ecologically great things. So I shouldn't come down so hard on her as a designer. She does a lot of great things. She has horses and does good things for the environment. And I'm just going to slam her for not making a profit in fucking 9 years.
Jesus, Alex, who are you? The stakeholders?
I guess so.
Shareholders?
I also, like-
investors? Whatever the fuck I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I'm all of those things. I also do like, they do quote Paul McCartney in here. And it was Paul McCartney said, "It was beautiful." And then, "He's my dad. He would say that. That's it." Nothing, no further context.
I love that.
Paris has a fashion week?
Where have you been?
Is this like a film festival for
Where
clothes?
have you been?
Not in Paris.
Or like the world in general, apparently.
It's like, have you ever seen, well, you've never seen The Devil
It's
Wears
like-
Prada. We have got to get you and Travis to watch The Devil Wears Prada. I've had
Yes.
enough.
It's like Shark Week.
It
But
is like
no
Shark
sharks?
Week. It's exactly like Shark. Well, there are sharks. I'm messaging Travis right now.
Okay.
Entertain the masses while I message Travis.
Okay,
I simply won't.
masses.
Hey, masses, what up? It's me, your boy Tim.
So there were these 2 blueberry muffins in an oven. And one of them looks at the other one and says, "It's getting hot in here." And the other one says, "Ah, talking muffin."
My favorite joke.
It's my favorite for what it's become.
I'm really telling you guys, you should have stuck around.
Nope.
You should have stayed and ridden that elevator 40 floors down with the people who had to hear that joke and the person who told it.
And did not flinch. Did not even crack a smile. Did not enjoy it at all.
They were entirely unentertained. But it was
Does that
so
mean that,
awkward
like-
watching them not make eye contact with him the entire 40 flights
Does that make Austin the bravest person among us?
that I've ever met in my entire life. He said it with his whole ass chest.
He sure did. And he waited for that feed. That's what got me. That's what made me leave, is him waiting for any feedback and receiving nothing.
Yeah. And then so when you guys actually turned around and left was the laugh that he did after waiting for like 2 minutes in silence. And I was like, oh, they're gone. They've left us. I cannot wait to see them at the bottom.
Yeah, it was brutal. It was rough. I had to leave.
If you're the kind of person who doesn't like secondhand embarrassment, it would have killed you.
I was also like tipsy, which
Yeah.
kind of makes the situation like more dire for me.
That made me need to see it through even more. I was like, I am on my way to actually drunk. I have to see what happens.
I have to see what happens with the new horse quiz.
Oh, is that what you want?
That is what I want.
Okay.
I want to know what we're doing here.
Well, good news. I have it for you right now. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to give you a thing. I'll give you a little bit of exposition about the thing. And then I'm going to ask you for a number. That'll be more clear when I get there.
69.
The closest to the correct number wins. You can see why this would be more streamlined and better for me, right?
I mean, I can't yet, but I feel as though I will once we go through this a few times.
Yeah. It's going to be choice. It's going to be amazing. And I love it. Thank you, Tim, for letting me steal this idea from your head.
Okay. We'll see how it goes for me.
It's best part of it. It's anybody's game. Okay. Are you ready for number 1?
Yes.
Equestrian sports were first included in the Olympic Games in the Summer Olympics of 1900 in Paris. They were again included in 1912 and have been included in every subsequent edition of the Games. Currently, the Olympic equestrian disciplines are dressage, eventing, and show jumping. In each discipline, both individual team medals are awarded. Since the 15th Olympiad in Helsinki in 1952, women and men compete on equal terms. How many Olympics equestrian gold medalists are there from the United States? You can have some time to think about it if you want.
Like in total.
Yep.
I had a number pop into my head.
I had a number pop into my head.
There's no science backing this. This is gut feel.
Okay.
I'm going with 37.
Okay.
Okay, that is way. Okay, this is our first discrepancy because that is way different than the number that I have.
Okay.
And it's probably wrong, so you should go with the number that you have.
Okay, my number was 7.
Okay.
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
No.
I feel like maybe the U.S. hasn't done great in this category.
But like, no, it's definitely way more than 7. The U.S. has done all right, depending on the discipline and years. Also, this won't matter because I can't tell you anyways, but I'm going to ask it just because this is not including like the ones that are like the triathlon and blah, blah, blah that include a horse but are not horse-specific sports.
Correct.
Since when does a triathlon include a horse?
There's like the 5-athlon, and one of the things is shoot jumping. They got to like shoot guns, ski, swim, ride a horse.
So I didn't know there was a
Something else.
5-athlon. I knew there was a decathlon.
That's the one.
That's the 10-athlon.
Okay, then
And
no, it's a
I
5-athlon.
I had no idea that there was horses in any of those.
Yeah, because remember the girl that like she was doing so well, she was in first, and then she didn't know how to ride a horse because she was too focused on all of the other things. And then her horse got spooked at the jump, and then she like totally like abused it in front of the world stage, whipping it repeatedly and crashing through every fence because she sucked.
No, I don't remember this at all. So the biathlon, the 2-athlon,
Yeah, the 2-athlon.
is skiing and shooting. The 5-athlon, they add a horse. And then I think the 10-athlon, they take the horse back away.
There's got to be different iterations where there are horses in and out of the athlons.
We should make a horse girls 10-athlon.
Is it only horses?
Well, I think it'd end up being probably like seeing how far you can shoot cheese out of pizza crusts and drinking beers and stuff. Like it probably wouldn't be as...
There's going to be a hobby horsing section. I know it.
Yeah. That's where I'm going to lose all my points.
Is in the hobby horsing?
Yeah, I'm old.
Okay.
I'm
I've
old.
done the
I don't think I
math.
can keep up with y'all.
Here's what we're going to do. I actually want you guys to pick another set of numbers. Just for funsies.
Is it so it's right between our two
No.
numbers?
No, we weren't even close is what it is.
154.
38.
Rude.
Yep. No,
Because
that's
I
not my
believed
number.
with my whole
no,
heart that
okay.
it wasn't between
So-
the two of us.
It's okay. So there's been 3 events at most of the Olympics since 1900.
Yeah, which is like a lot of years.
But I just don't see the Americans.
Not since
Getting
Mickey Young
gold.
came on the scene.
That's what I'm
baby.
saying. Like all you ever do is talk about this German guy. And I'm like,
First of all, in the world of dressage, nothing should be spoken about except German riders.
Okay.
I really thought it was closer to 7, but
I'm going to go with your second set of numbers. And here's why, Alex. It was directly in between the two of them. You guys both went 15 away. It's 22. I love
Yeah.
how it's like,
Okay.
oh, here's a new format we're going to do. Immediately break it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just 1 second in we screw it up. Okay, so we gotta call that a tie though.
No, this is a
Honestly,
good inaugural
it is
one.
kind of a tie.
Yeah.
I mean, initially, but here's why. Because this has worked in that this has replicated the feelings of when the hot dog incident happened, where I fully believed you with my whole heart, and it was wrong.
Okay, so let's do the next 2, and then Jenna has to come up with a tiebreaker on the spot if we split the next 2.
Swear to God, if you guys give me a tie.
There's no way we could do it twice.
Why did you even? Okay. All right. Number 2. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Przewalski's horse, also called the Taki, Mongolian wild horse, or Zungarian horse, is a rare and endangered wild horse, originally native to the steppes of Central Asia. We just really like talking about this horse, you guys. It is named after the Russian geographer and explorer Nikolai Przewalski. Once extinct in the wild, since the 1990s, it has been reintroduced to its native habitat in Mongolia and the Hustai National Park, Takin Tal Nature Reserve, Komiin Tal, and several other locales in Central Asia and Eastern Europe. Giving me a range of about like 500, right? So if like 0 to 500.
Okay.
What is the estimated current Przewalski horse population?
365.
2.
420.
Okay.
No, okay. I know exactly what we're going to do here.
You're just going to pick one number outside of each of those?
309 to 364.
Okay, so now I don't even remember what Alex said.
365 to 420.
Okay. Alex, you win. It is between 2,000 and 2,500.
Oh, okay. So I'll tell you, 2,000 was the first number that jumped in my head.
Should've
and then
gone
I
with
was like, I should have. But then I was like, that's entirely too high. It's probably closer to like 50.
Misunderstood what Jenna was asking us to do. I thought we had to pick a number range that was 500 or less.
No.
I just went with Alex because I always do what Alex does.
Wrong. And I misunderstood the rules.
I knew as soon as you gave me an answer, I was like, I messed this up.
She picked a number
No.
plus 55. So I took that number minus 55 in hopes that we would draw another tie.
Yeah, solid. Which
Yep.
would have made sense had I understood the rules.
Oh,
I did not.
I did think 2,000. Then I was like, no, she said there was only 16 that they found in Chernobyl. So I'm like,
Yeah, it's got to be
there's
less than that.
Yeah, it's got to be way under that.
I was like, I need to pick some numbers in between 100 and 500 that makes sense. I was having a different crisis internally.
I really thought I misunderstood when you did that. And I'm like, I thought we were supposed to pick a block of 500. And then I was like, no, maybe I got it wrong.
No, you should have gone with your gut, Tim.
Yeah, I should have.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 1.5 to 1/2. Alex is winning.
Yeah.
I really don't think we can split that one. I think to be true to Horse Girls history, Tim has to get the first one.
Nope.
No.
Nope. It was
you
an
guys
even
were
split.
exactly
Yeah.
17
In the first
away.
answer.
Or
But in
whatever
the
fuck.
secondary...
Nope. We're sticking with it. Let's have the third one.
Okay. The Legend of the Lone Ranger is a 1981 American Western adventure film directed by William A. Fraker and starring Clinton Spilsbury, Michael Horse, and Christopher Lloyd. It's based on the story of the Lone Ranger, a Western character created by George W. Trendle and Fran Stryker. Producers outraged fans by refusing to allow previous Lone Ranger actor Clayton Moore to wear the character's mask during public appearances, and created further bad publicity when it became known that the voice of leading man Spilsbury was dubbed by another actor, James Keach. The film was a critical and commercial failure, and Spilsbury has not appeared in any films since. Approximately how many horses were used to play Silver in the 1980 movie? 1980 in the 1981 movie, The Legend of the Lone Ranger.
5.
6. I had that number before you said yours.
Okay.
Okay. It is 5. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, come on.
Alex crushed it.
I can't believe we got an even split. That's really...
That was,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, of course. First one.
Yeah.
I like that format.
Hell yeah. Nice. It was very fun coming up with the things because there's only so many horses,
Yeah.
There's only so many horses.
Well, so many horses that we could get. Like, if we started talking about, like, little, Billy's horse down the road. But, like, we'll never guess that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I do like word association, though.
I'm not saying it
That's
can
my
never
favorite.
happen again.
Perfect.
Do you want to talk about our patrons, though?
I do want to talk about our patrons. Do you want to hear about metal horses that we have in the barn?
Yes, I do.
Because I would love to talk about our patrons. And the patrons that have horses stabled in our barn, part of our close family. I mean, first of all, we have our three, which are Moose Jaw McGraw, Big Thick Markale, and Beta Ray Philly. Those are our horses. We stable them there, but they can't be there alone. They're herd animals. So we have Hot Lava SpaghettiOs from Nate, Day Old Donuts a Third from Steve, Dimebag from Matt Elman, Marital Combat, Matt Tastries, Glue Factory from Bean, Johannes Equestrian from Rob, and the second L from Lost Imey, you rat bastard, and Ronnie from Scott. And this brings our podcast to an end, similarly to the way what I have written down is Sugarfoot ended Mrs. Bell. That's right, from the early days, the OG Sugarfoot ending Miss Bell. Thank you for listening to Horse Girls. If you want to know when new episodes are posted or share your observations of this positively academic podcast, follow us on Facebook at Horse Girls Podcast, Instagram at Horse Girls Cast. And if you want to buy some radical shirts and things, visit duckduckjenna.com, America's most beloved search engine, to search for one thing, and that's Horse Girls merch. Do you want to take our relationship to the next level? You can become part of our barn at horsegirls.club or patreon.com/horsegirls, where we have a veritable plethora of things to offer you, like content, but more importantly, horses in the barn. SingleThoughtConnection.com, THOT. If you want to find us on other podcasts, you can. We do them. If you like TTRPGs, check out Dungeons and Drakenbeams, Late Starters, Quid Pro Roll, and Dragon Knight Adventure Friends. Knight without a K, just with an N. Please. If you like Animorphs, check out Animorphs Anonymous. Surprise! We also do Surprise Attack Book Club. And if you, like me, are betwitched by Jenna, check out Jenna's Twitch at twitch.tv/JennaChill with one singular L. And thus you see the origins of why the second L is my most hated Lost Imey Emily. That's right. I'm sticking with all those words. I don't even give a shit. If you, like me, can't get enough of Tim's beautiful Appalachian voice, he's acted on such podcasts as The Way We Haunt Now. And if you think our episode art is hella cute, that's because it is. And it was created by KCD, who writes and illustrates a webcomic called Beside You, which you can read for free at besideyoucomic.com. May the nuts ever stick to your roof.
Made in association with Airtime for Nonsense. For more content like this, visit airtimefornonsense.com.